Michael Bublé has expressed his pride in friends Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's dedication to the Invictus Games, speaking at the Whistler Welcome celebration. The Grammy Award-winning singer praised the couple's commitment to the adaptive sports tournament in an interview with British Forces Broadcasting Service Radio. "I know how hard Harry and Meghan work at it. I know that it's a lot, and I love that I can be part of it," Bublé said. The Canadian singer, who hails from Barnaby near Vancouver, shared his deep connection to the Games' mission during the celebrations in Whistler. Michael Bublé, a Canadian crooner with a sweet voice, has been a mainstay in the entertainment world for many years. He is well known for his successes that have stood the test of time and his attractive, affable personalities. It is uncommon to see him involved in controversies or public drama, despite the fact that he is famous for his catchy tunes and exquisite manner. However, his latest statements about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry caused eyebrows to be raised all around the world. These comments provided an unexpected look into the singer's thoughts on the famous couple. Following a meeting that was rumored to have taken place in Canada between Bublé and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, his statements made it quite obvious where he stands on the acts of the pair, and his candidness garnered a huge amount of attention from both fans and the media. When a celebrity like Bublé opens out about his personal sentiments toward one of the royal dynasties that has been the subject of the greatest discussion and scrutiny in contemporary history, it is not something that happens very often. The connection between Bublé's Canadian background, his courteous but straightforward attitude to people, and his real character comes together in a way that makes his ideas notable. This is especially true when it comes to Bublé, who is no stranger to the strain that comes with living in the public eye. In this section, we delve deeply into his encounter with Meghan and Harry, what his remarks say about his point of view, and how Bublé's sentiments fit into the larger narrative that surrounds the royal couple. Meetings of a friendly nature in Canada. The conversation that prompted Bublé to make his remarks took place in the year 2020, which was also the year that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry made the courageous decision to leave their royal duties and travel to the United States of America. The pair had previously made headlines for their decision to forego their royal titles in favor of a life that was more private and autonomous. This decision, which shook the foundation of the British monarchy, was among the most significant events of their lives. There was a surge of curiosity in the media after it was reported that they had met with Bublé in Canada. Many people were curious about the nature of the conversation that would have taken place between two individuals who are so prominent in their respective fields. In addition to being a fellow Canadian, Bublé, who was born in Burnaby, British Columbia, has a link to the individuals in question. When the Duke and Duchess of Sussex relocated to Vancouver in the year 2020, it signified the beginning of a new chapter for them. They could finally escape the scrutiny of British monarchy and the demands of the public that come with their royal obligations. Taking this into consideration, Bublé, who is also a citizen of Canada and has experienced his fair share of public scrutiny, would be able to identify, at least to some extent, to their need for privacy and autonomy. The interaction that Bublé had with Harry and Meghan, on the other hand, couldn't be considered a casual encounter. The singer and the couple reportedly had in-depth chats about life, family, and the difficulties that come with being in the public eye. These conversations reportedly took place during interviews. Both Meghan and Harry had already been subjected to heavy public scrutiny for a number of years, with the media frequently portraying an image of them that was less than flattering, particularly with regard to Meghan. Because of this, the chance to meet someone like Bublé, who has been able to keep a public image that is considered to be largely unaffected throughout his career, was very appealing. Bublé, on the other hand, maintained a real interest in their lives and the challenges they faced. The press, on the other hand, was drawn to him because of his openness and straightforward manner in which he discussed the circumstances around them. In contrast to the majority of other celebrities in the world, who may choose to maintain a diplomatic stance, Bublé did not hide his thoughts over the manner in which the couple had managed their transition into this new phase of their lives. Is Bublé's open and honest commentary encouragement or criticism? Michael Bublé's remarks about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry following their encounter were not at all what many people might have anticipated from a Canadian pop singer speaking about the couple. Immediately after the encounter, Bublé gave an interview in which he discussed his thoughts on the couple's decision to leave the royal family. He offered both support and criticism that was constructive throughout the discussion. Despite the fact that he agreed that Meghan and Harry had the right to establish a life that felt genuine to them, he admitted that they were free from the restrictions of royal expectations. In light of the fact that Bublé had spent years in the public eye, he was able to empathize with their need for solitude and independence, particularly after years of being subjected to scrutiny from the media. "I think they're just trying to live a normal life, like the rest of us," Bublé said, adding that he understood their urge to carve out a living outside of the royal system. "I do believe that they are trying to live a normal life. Being a part of that environment comes with a great deal of strain, and I can only start to comprehend how challenging it must be for them to deal with everything around them. They are entitled to experience joy." On the other hand, Bublé did not shy away from providing his viewpoint on some of the more contentious aspects of the couple's journey in the public eye. Despite the fact that he comprehended their choice to abstain from royal responsibilities, he also made a veiled suggestion that the couple's response to the circumstance might have been different. "When you have the entire world watching you, it can be challenging," Bublé pointed out. "What they have done is not the best way to manage the matter. There are other options available. Although I believe it is essential to show respect for the system that you are a part of, I can understand why they would want to live their lives according to their own terms." Many others who had been following the Sussexes' trip found that these statements struck a chord with them. The tone that Bublé used was not excessively critical, but rather thoughtful and honest. He gave the impression of implying that despite the fact that he understood the couple's problems, there were aspects of their leaving strategy that could have been handled in a more elegant manner. The way he approached the situation was a combination of expressing his support for their personal happiness and bringing to their attention the responsibility that comes with being a member of the royal family, regardless of how challenging it may be to handle that role. The thin line that separates personal confidentiality and public opinion. The delicate balance that exists between privacy and public perception was another topic that was brought up in Bublé's remarks. As someone who has been able to keep his personal life relatively low-key despite his stardom, Bublé has frequently been lauded for his ability to negotiate the demands that come with being a celebrity. It is evident that he places a high value on his personal space, as he has, for the most part, avoided the public drama and controversies that seem to follow many other celebrities across the media. It appeared that this emotion, probably more than anything else, was at the heart of his remarks concerning Meghan and Harry. While it was clear that he understood their wish for solitude, it was equally clear that he was aware of the fact that public figures are almost never able to avoid the scrutiny that comes with their popularity. According to his point of view, it was essential for the pair to strike a balance between their desire for seclusion and the obligation they felt toward their public image during their relationship. While Bublé's comments were encouraging, they also serve as a recognition that striking this balance can be an extremely difficult task, particularly when the entire world is watching your every move. An instance of the values upheld in Canada. However, the words made by Bublé are also representative of broader Canadian ideals. Because he is Canadian, Bublé has long been known for his down-to-earth nature. His remarks about Meghan and Harry mirrored the tendency of the Canadian people to place a high value on humility and respect for others. The relationship between Canada and the British royal family is one of a kind because Canada is a Commonwealth nation. Although the majority of Canadians do not participate in royal issues to a significant degree, they frequently preserve a sense of respect for the monarchy by their actions. In his remarks, Bublé appeared to walk a tight line between honoring the royal couple's desire to separate themselves from royal obligations and appreciating the complications of their situation. He seemed to do this by providing a balance between the two. It is a credit to his diplomatic character that he is able to maintain empathy without entirely condoning all of their acts. This is something that many Canadians can identify to, given that their country takes a balanced approach to matters pertaining to monarchy and public life. Concluding remarks, considering things from Bublé's standpoint. As a reflection of his intelligent and well-balanced perspective on celebrity, privacy, and personal happiness, Michael Bublé made some open words about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry after they met in Canada. Although Bublé expressed sympathy for the difficulties that the couple was experiencing in the public glare, he also brought to the attention of the world the fact that prominent figures have duties that cannot be lightly disregarded. Many people who have followed the Sussexes' journey will find that his comments offer a perspective that resonates with them, since they strike a unique mix between providing encouragement and providing critical criticism. In the end, the fact that Bublé is able to handle the difficulties of the public domain with empathy and respect is a testament to the characteristics that have made him a revered figure. Even in the environment of glitz and glamour, there is place for nuanced and courteous conversations about the pressures of fame, the pursuit of personal happiness, and the desire for privacy. His insights into the lives of Meghan and Harry demonstrate that this is possible. During that event, Bublé and Prince Harry participated together in wheelchair curling, one of the new winter sports debuting this year. "It's just nice to hang, it's nice to see old friends," Bublé remarked about the royal couple. Bublé's introduction of Prince Harry at the Whistler Welcome celebration highlighted their warm relationship. The Vancouver Whistler 2025 Games mark a significant return to Canada, following the 2017 Toronto Games, where Harry and Meghan made their first public appearance as a couple. Prince Harry told People magazine, "It's incredible to be back in Canada. Canada couldn't be more appropriate to host the first Winter Games."